McLaren's MCL39 is designed for dominance, and team boss Andrea Stella believes it's a decent step forward. With a refined aerodynamic concept, improved tyre management, and an aggressive development plan, McLaren is all in for 2025. Can they convert their momentum into both titles? Let's dive into Stella's key insights. From the very first distant images of its 2025 Formula One car, it was clear McLaren had something to keep under wraps. By being the first to unveil its new contender, the MCL39, the team risked giving rivals an early glimpse at what this year's benchmark might be. Earned through its first Constructors' Championship win in 26 years. But when the car hit the track at Silverstone, team principal Andrea Stella made one thing clear. There was no intention of easing up. With Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri both securing multiple wins and closing out the season strong in a fierce front-runner battle, McLaren had a target on its back. Yet, rather than playing it safe, the team chose to stay on the offensive, determined to maintain the meteoric rise that took it from the back of the grid to the top in just 2 years. And according to Stella, the defining trait of the MCL39. One word: innovative. It is a car in which we tried to raise the bar in many areas, Stella said. The best want to get better. With 2 drivers convinced they're ready to fight for a world championship, and, crucially, starting 2025 on equal footing after last year's late-season papaya rules, McLaren has officially shed its underdog status. Dethroning the all-conquering Red Bull fresh off the most dominant season in F1 history in 2023 was no fluke. It was the result of a relentless, years-long climb. While rivals like Red Bull and Ferrari hit development snags, McLaren stayed on a steady upward trajectory. Every upgrade delivered as expected, from the game-changing Austria package in mid-2023 to the crucial steps taken in Miami and Austin, moves that ultimately broke its title drought. But success hasn't bred complacency. Over the winter, McLaren took nothing for granted, scrutinizing every aspect of the MCL38 to ensure another leap forward. Even at the tail end of a regulation cycle, making bold changes can yield massive rewards or carry significant risks. McLaren is betting on the former. We needed to be conscious, considerate as to how much we wanted to innovate, Stella explained. But ultimately we went for a relatively challenging approach in terms of how much innovation is in this car. Even from a distance, the MCL39 looks noticeably different, with striking changes to the side pods, front suspension and engine cover. According to team principal Andrea Stella, McLaren took a deep dive into the car's fundamental layout, refining its design to maximize aerodynamic efficiency, boosting downforce without adding drag. Beyond aero gains, the team also focused on tyre management and mechanical grip, key areas that could make the difference in another fierce title fight. From the front wing to the gearbox crash structure, everything has been subject to optimization, Stella said. Sometimes incrementally, sometimes actually quite substantially. The MCL39 that took to the track for its Silverstone shakedown is largely what McLaren will roll out for Bahrain testing, though team principal Andrea Stella confirmed that early season updates are already in the pipeline. Despite the looming 2026 regulation overhaul, McLaren isn't shifting focus ahead of time. Stella also highlighted McLaren's 2 biggest lessons from 2024, with one standing out above all: the sluggish start to the season that ultimately cost Lando Norris a genuine shot at the driver's title. The main deficit of points in the championship between Lando and Max was accumulated at the start of the season. If we go back to Bahrain, we were probably the 4th best car at the time until we upgraded in Miami. Once the MCL38 reached Verstappen's level, Norris didn't just compete, he kept pace with the reigning champion. From Miami onward, the 2 scored nearly identical points, a staggering stat that underscored Norris's rise from contender to equal. But it wasn't just about raw speed. To truly challenge Verstappen, Norris had to refine his racecraft, learning how to go wheel-to-wheel with one of F1's most relentless racers. Stella believes he did just that. After falling short in battles at Austria and Austin, Norris finally turned the tables in Mexico, holding firm against Verstappen's aggressive tactics and proving he was ready for a title fight. The second takeaway is that I've seen Lando grow through the season at a very fast rate, Stella explained. If we take the battles with Max in Austria and Austin, think how much he adapted. By Mexico, he knew exactly what to do. McLaren team boss Andrea Stella also emphasised how Norris had mastered tyre management, one of the final pieces in his evolution as a title contender. He pointed to Norris's performance in Las Vegas, where the Briton showcased his ability to shift pace mid-race with precision, a crucial skill for any championship-winning driver. While Norris has proven he has what it takes, Stella knows the real pressure now falls on McLaren, with the team entering 2025 as the hunted rather than the hunter. Delivering a car capable of sustaining a title challenge is the ultimate test. We are in a lucky position to have two drivers, Norris and Piastri, that can succeed, Stella said. If anything, the pressure is on the team. We must give them a car that allows them to fight for podiums and wins from the start. Moving over to the other side of the garage, Oscar Piastri has made his intentions clear for 2025, vowing to race McLaren teammate Lando Norris, hard but clean, as he sets his sights on a World Championship challenge. The Australian isn't just aiming for wins, he's ready to fight for the title. Oscar Piastri played a crucial role in McLaren's first Constructors' Championship triumph in 26 years, securing victories in Hungary and Azerbaijan. However, while his teammate Lando Norris finished second in the drivers' standings, Piastri ended the season 82 points adrift in fifth. In the latter half of 2024, McLaren introduced its papaya rules policy, allowing both drivers to race freely but with a strict no-contact mandate. As the 2025 season kicks off at Piastri's home race in Melbourne on March 16th, the 23-year-old shed more light on how he and Norris will navigate their battle for supremacy within the team. "We are going to be able to race each other," Piastri said at McLaren's car launch in Silverstone on Thursday. "We've shown time and time again that we can race each other hard, but cleanly, and as long as we're not taking points off the team, then that's how we're going to go racing. If there becomes a points difference in either direction towards the end of the season and we need our teammates' help, then we'll try and help each other out. But that's still going to be a long, long way away, and hopefully never comes to fruition because I think for either one of us we want to win, because we've been able to put in the performances ourselves." Heading into his third season in Formula One, Oscar Piastri has already showcased remarkable racecraft, often excelling in wheel-to-wheel battles. However, his one-lap pace in qualifying has at times lagged behind his top rivals. Yet, while he admits he's not the finished product just yet, Piastri's goals for 2025 are crystal clear. He's aiming for the very top. "I do think that I can become world champion this year," Piastri said. "I feel like 12 months ago I was going into the season, still, with some weaknesses that I wasn't particularly confident with. I think through last season I addressed them. It's now just about addressing them every weekend and making sure that I'm putting my best foot forward every weekend. And that is what's going to be the difference. I'm confident, and I think we've still got some things to work on. I'm definitely not the finished product, but I don't think anyone necessarily is. I think if we can work on some of the things that we've set out to do in this off-season, then I'll have a lot of tools to be able to try and make that happen. So will McLaren be able to build on a strong 2024 and win both titles this season? Let me know your thoughts down below. That's all for today, so thanks for watching and have a good one, everybody.